Never before has the pay-per-view title in your house been more of a pun than it is now, given the current state of things in the world.
For over 5.5 years.
It never had a single bad TakeOver event, but streaks eventually end here in the WWE.
NXT has...
Gotta give the WWE props by doing more than simply bringing back the In Your House name. They're actually using the old school intro as well. Never thought my 2020s would look so 1990s in a good way.
NXT Backlot Brawl.
Boy, that's a little awkward to have a backlot brawl take place in an event titled In Your House. I'm sure you can figure out why I think it's awkward.
Charlotte Flair has sent eviction notices to unwelcome guests.
So she sent an eviction notice to herself?
All these and more.
The announcer says all these and more, but fails to realize that he announced literally everything that's taken place in tonight's show. So we did get all these, but we didn't get and more.
One lucky winner will not win a house.
I guess after 25 years, you eventually start to lose it with your skills. Hey, if I'm still doing the WWE Sins of the 2040s, first I'd ask myself why I'm not doing something better with my life at age 45, but let's compare my skills. Just kidding, this channel will be long finished by then. Fuck, y'all know how to hit my soft spots, don't you? Well, doesn't this just piss me off that I gotta remove a few sins for another epic performance by Code Orange? These easily breakable barriers are easily breakable. Tried coming up with easily something to go with being knocked over, but couldn't find it, so this will have to do. Also, and again, don't freak out on me, AEW did this better, because at least when AEW did the wrestlers and staff in attendance trick, it didn't feel forced. Plus, why the hell are these poor assholes not allowed to sit down anywhere? I'm loving that they brought back the original In Your House stage setup, however, why is Johnny Gargano the only one who thought to enter the arena through the prop door? Would make a lot more sense to the phrase In Your House compared to From the Garage. I'm adding in 5 sins. Why do you ask? I'll tell you why. There's some weird echoing sound effect going on throughout this entire event. We can hear the bell ringing and even the wrestlers' entrance themes in the distance before they're loudly heard a second later, and no one tried to fix that. Shotzi Blackheart's tank turned left nearly 2 seconds too late after she originally turned the wheel. Something tells me that this is remote control, but not by Shotzi herself. Well, on the bright side, it looks like Mia Yim has the perfect face mask to utilize during the COVID-19 outbreak. You see how annoying the audio problems are? I ended up headbanging to Candice LeRae's entrance theme at the wrong moment. Damn you!
Created more drama than a Real Housewives reunion.
Ugh, not again. It's a real damn shame that cringe references aren't on the list of those that must self-isolate in this pandemic. Was hoping for less references tonight from Mauro Ranallo, but that's asking for too much.
There's a lot of personal vendettas to be...
The bell rings, and then it rings again, making this the shortest match in professional wrestling history at 1 second long. History has been made tonight!
Yim and LeRae wasting little time.
Actually, they're wasting all the time.
Not be... Oh, there...
Heel wrestler tags themselves out of the match in order to get away from fighting the opponent they're currently in a feud with, cliche.
Gonzalez, who's giving me ninth wonder of the world vibes.
Seriously? What part of Raquel Gonzalez screams China to you, Beth? That's a question I am actually curious to have answered.
Someone the size of...
Raquel Gonzalez tosses Mia Yim into her corner, which is a bad strategy because Mia now has options to tag into the match.
Division against Knox with a...
Hard to tell who botched what in this case, so I'll let you guys decide. But I'm placing this in anyway, so who gives a rat's ass?
Trajectory.
Ow, my boob!
And Candice LeRae missing with...
Candice LeRae could have easily countered Shotzi's kick at any moment, and judging by the way she was moving, she almost did. It was her dumb hesitation that cost her in this case.
LeRae and these women.
And these women? Hey, Bacho Ronaldo, the correct term is these women, not woman. Woman refers to only one. And of course, Shotzi Blackheart was not even hit by Tegan Knox, who was a dick to her own partners, by the way, but decided to fall down anyway.
Finish her off! Oh!
I'm sorry, but I don't see how that move was effective. For one thing, Shotzi barely grazed Candice at all. And for the other, the momentum of Shotzi flipping herself backwards only slows herself down, not speed up. It's a pointless move if you think about it. I get that the referee has his eyes on Dakota Kai, but he seriously didn't hear the commotion going on behind him? Another case of referees playing deaf. Dakota Kai is spending more time gloating at her opponents and less time focusing on Shotzi, who has been given time to recover. I'm sure this will totally not blow up in Dakota's face. Hey, look at that! It blew up in her face! I wonder how I could have predicted that to happen. It's a very big mystery.
Pixie displaying nothing.
I wonder, does everyone in the women's division take Shotzi Blackheart lightly? Based on Dakota and now Candice's strategy, that apparently seems to be the case.
Knox knocking Raquel Gonzalez about.
Raquel is blocking her face from being punched, but doesn't realize that Tegan Knox is actually punching her abdomen. Not gonna do anything about your abdomen taking a beating? Tom Phillips is apparently gender confused. I guess Mauro Ranallo isn't the only one who's going to be botching on the commentary booth tonight. Wrestler accidentally hits their own partner, which leads to their team's loss cliche. Well, you could literally recite a tag team match without watching one.
Promotional consideration.
This happens way too often tonight. I suppose Rhea Ripley noticed that all locker rooms were either full or boarded off, placed a banner with her name on it in a random area, and declared it as her own locker room. Oh no, call the fire department! Damian Priest has set our house on fire! Now how can we call this in your house? Help us!
Lee once said that
Damian Priest is addicted to epileptics.
Balor's looking to treat Priest like a baby treats a diaper.
Wait, so you're saying Finn Balor's gonna take a shit on Damian Priest? Perhaps Finn should seek counseling because that's pretty concerning.
Oh, wait a minute! Oh, but Balor!
Pre-match assault.
English football, Tom, the American football,
So many uhs from Mauro Ranallo during this match. I actually believe that Dr. Malcolm was commentating this match between Finn Balor and Damian Priest.
Hall of Famer Scott Hall.
Take that, Stairs! Feel the insane wrath of yours truly, Damian Priest. Okay, that was a little stupid. Damian took time to set the stairs in that exact position, but instead of dropping Finn Balor onto them, he decides, nah, let's drop him on the ring canvas, which is about the same height as Finn is in the air. What an idiot.
Damian Priest.
cover block.
Finn Balor kicks out before the referee could even get into any position to start counting, and this is still somehow a 1 count. Hell, I don't even think Finn's right shoulder was on the mat at all, even before the kick out.
The fire up Balor counters.
Damian's creepy-looking dance move upon getting hit by Finn's jawbreaker. Does that move cause wrestlers to start breakdancing or something?
The counter by Balor. What?
Alright, no offense, but Damian Priest is seriously overselling the average suplex. He's moving and acting like he got kicked in the freaking balls, judging by the look on his face. I'm half expecting Damian to start flopping like a fish out of water if Finn gave him a body slam.
NXT Universe trying to fire up Balor.
Who the fuck is Balor? A potential love child of Finn Balor and Bayley? Bacho Ranallo continues to be on fire throughout every NXT TakeOver he has ever commentated at.
Oh my God!
Damian Priest is taking his time and climbing the turnbuckle, giving a not-so-injured Finn all the chances in the world to counter. Hell, Damian's chokehold isn't really locked in well. What was Finn waiting for? Are we taking a page out of AEW and stand around allowing your opponent to take his time before connecting his move?
Manages to escape. Oh!
Bet Damian wishes he used the stairs to his advantage when he had the chance 10 minutes ago, am I right? Sounds like an episode of Table for 3 that I'd skip. No, I'm just kidding. I don't even watch Table for 3 anyway. Johnny Gargano adjusts his thermostat to the kinky temperature, I see. Don't want to know what plans he has for Candice LeRae tonight. Move on, move on. Ooh, Johnny Gargano locked the door. That totally means it is inaccessible, even despite the obvious pathways surrounding it. Key kissing. Well, that's just disgusting, but at the same time, I gotta feel bad for Johnny here. He's going into this match against Keith Lee while carrying a sharp house key on his Garganos.
Oh, I know what.
Mauro Ranallo started to talk, but then realized that the ring announcer was not finished introducing Johnny to the ring.
The Johnny Gargano way.
Johnny Gargano has decided to do things in his NXT career the Johnny way, yet all I've seen is the same routine. He puts on a good match, gets his ass kicked, completely blows his chances of winning, and loses in humiliating fashion. Still wondering what the hell the Johnny way is. Respect for the current situation progressing in the world. Very proud of Keith Lee for that attire he's wearing.
Is this going to be Johnny TakeOver?
I assume this is Johnny TakeOver, given the same thing that's happened to him 12 previous times is happening tonight.
Johnny Ruthless.
Johnny Gargano takes a single shoulder tackle from Keith Lee and decides to call it a night. That's stupid.
Gargano, the former heart and soul of He's All Heart.
You gotta be kidding me. I'm adding in 3 sins here. Keith never once took his eyes off Johnny even before he left the ring to begin chasing him. Kept his eyes on Johnny when he ran into the ring and still somehow fell for that kick coming straight to him. And don't say it had something to do with his eye injury, because Keith wouldn't have been able to keep his focus on Johnny if that was the case.
Gargano looking for the...
Discount team, hell no.
Believes... Well, he's trying to get out.
This entire scene gets 5 sins. First one is because Johnny takes a few simple shots and he's ready to call it a night. The second sin is because Johnny believes he's trapped since the door is locked, not realizing that he could easily escape through the 2 open exits between the door or go through the freaking garage. The third sin is because Johnny is knocking on the door, knowing full well there's no one on the other side who's going to answer it, making him look like a complete fucking idiot. The fourth sin is because Johnny spends more time hammering and trying to open the door than he does realizing he's got the fucking key in his crotch. The fifth sin is because a majority of the scene is played on a random and annoying door camera that misses a lot of the action. And, oh, I guess there's a sixth sin for this one. Well, alright then. The final sin is because this goes on for a long-ass time and slows the pace of this 20-minute match big time.
Johnny Gargano may have identified the kryptonite.
Johnny identifies the kryptonite in Keith Lee, but hardly does anything to take advantage of it. That's the problem I got with this guy. He knows how to discover someone's weakness, but does very little to exploit said weakness. Johnny Gargano unintentionally, or maybe it was intentional, taking a shot at the fact that fans are not allowed to be in attendance at these events for the foreseeable future. Asshole.
Johnny sucks chance, Tom.
Well, that's it.
That one moment when you realize the WWE Performance Center talent and staff are more creative with their chants than the actual fans. The Johnny Sucks chant to the beat of the Star Wars Imperial March is one of the best and most creative chants I've ever heard. Hope that catches on with other wrestlers too. Keith Lee is powerful, athletic, and very quick for someone his size. Johnny Gargano is someone who, despite his flaws, puts on epic match after epic match. So why the fuck are these two moving so slowly throughout this one? It literally takes the last 2 to 3 minutes before anything remotely cool comes out of this match, and that's not a good thing. Also, monologuing is a villain's greatest weakness, Johnny. I know being the bad guy is still relatively new to you, but it doesn't help your case to constantly taunt your opponent. That was so bad I'm adding in a double sin. Keith Lee didn't strike Johnny in time before Johnny made himself faceplant onto the canvas. What the hell is happening to NXT tonight? While hitting moves to your opponent on the floor makes for great television and gets us fans hyped up, the flaw in this plan is the fact that Keith is a much bigger wrestler than Johnny, and getting him back into the ring is a major problem. Easily breakable. Oh, I already said that one. Well, then I guess the sin goes to Johnny leaping into the air before Keith could even shove him through the barrier, when he could have simply stepped back and allowed Keith to take the full damage. Keith clearly sees Mia Yim behind Candice LeRae and is still distracted by Candice. If I were Keith, I'd be like, alright, Mia's gonna take care of that bitch, I'm gonna go back to taking care of this bitch. That one awkward moment when you realize Johnny Gargano has added another humiliating loss to his list. The list includes 2 consecutive losses to a handcuffed Tommaso Ciampa, and now a loss to a nearly blind Keith Lee. Boy, that's gotta be embarrassing. Maybe the reason those super kicks weren't giving any effect to Keith Lee and helping Johnny to win is because Johnny keeps missing Keith's head with every kick. I'm honestly confused on who the blind one is in this match now.
1-year champion. The Dream is not impressed.
Probably because he saw Pete Dunne's United Kingdom title reign and was far more impressed at that. So for this portion of the pay-per-view, the show is actually called Outside Your House. Hey, it makes sense to me.
The NXT champ.
Okay, just saying. There doesn't have to be a cinematic match for every pay-per-view event. That's when the prestige of it gets taken away. Just a little heads up. Let's see. Velveteen, Negan, Teen Dream, Velvet... who cares? I'm going to remove a sin because that was a funny attire. Although I'm putting that sin back because Velveteen Dream's version of Lucille is only used as a prop and rarely used at all in this Backlot brawl.
Hope I haven't kept you too long, Cole.
Adam Cole's been waiting for only 50 seconds. What are you talking about?
And new NXT champ.
Velveteen Dream just jinxed his own momentum. In a match where you can never challenge for the title again so long as Adam is champion, is jinxing your momentum really a good idea?
This is for the NXT title.
Wow, you're a real Sherlock Holmes. I had absolutely no idea. And who are you saying that to? If it's the Adam Cole and or Velveteen Dream, don't you think they already know that fact?
The match must end inside this ring.
Why? For that matter, why is there even a ring out here? We're really taking the brawl out of the Backlot brawl here. How about instead of daring Adam to fight in the ring, Velveteen gets out of the ring and goes after him? There are cars and multiple weapons to use to your heart's desire, and you're just going to use the wrestling ring? Boring. Not only is Adam Cole's left shoulder off the canvas throughout this pinfall, but Velveteen Dream's hand is actually keeping it up in the air, too. And the referee continues this count probably because he hates the champion. Can you please turn out those fucking headlights? I can hardly see shit throughout this match. Seriously annoying.
I'm leaving.
Why would you say that? Also, Adam Cole is apparently too stupid to realize that this Backlot brawl can't end with him simply walking out. And by blatantly telling Velveteen that he's leaving, Adam just alerted his opponent. Try backing up the car, you stupid dumbass. The headlights are on and the engine is running, so clearly it's capable of being moved. What's honestly stopping Adam from simply driving away? And how many times have I facepalmed in the first minute of this so-called brawl? The awkwardness of this random Uber scene was fucking hilarious, especially with the confusion on the faces of both Adam Cole and Velveteen Dream.
Sacrifice to win in a cage match against...
Velveteen somehow fell for that. The villain begging for mercy and striking the hero is the oldest trick in the wrestling book. This match is mostly Velveteen chasing a running away Adam. More brawling and less running away, please.
Adam Cole!
Baby. Damn you, Velveteen!
Come out, wherever you are!
As if Adam was going to reveal himself to you, you moron. The whole point of running away means to hide from you.
Well, that was behind door number 1.
Actually, based on the many doors Velveteen tried to open before he got blasted, this was behind door number 15 at the most.
This is unlike anything we've ever seen. Vehicles, weapons.
And none of the above is being utilized. You're right, Beth. This is unlike anything we've ever seen. A backlot brawl with no brawl.
Why don't you just quit, Dream?
I've seen way too many of these villain monologues through the hero scenes throughout the last 2 matches. Here are 5 sins. Why did NXT tone down on their usual awesomeness? Whoa, where the fuck did that ladder come from? Just 3 seconds ago, Velveteen was talking to an unconscious Adam Cole, and now he's suddenly further away from him with a ladder that was nowhere near these guys in those 3 seconds?
The baddest dream you'll ever see.
Velveteen Dream slowly climbing the ladder while taunting Adam is giving me more and more anxiety as well as annoyance. Just climb the ladder, shut your mouth, and jump on him! I'm sorry, but no. There is no way in hell that Velveteen is suddenly blinded by the headlights in the car driven by the Undisputed Era, especially when Velveteen is that high up in the air away from the light. A single pair of headlights is enough to blind him, but dozens of headlights surrounding him are A-okay with no effects. WWE logic. Also, we wouldn't be having this problem if you were faster and climbing the ladder and not wasting time talking, so it's Velveteen's own fault that he loses here. Honestly, if Adam was too scared to face Velveteen alone, why didn't you just have the Undisputed Era be with him the entire match if they were always going to show up and attack? Also, the 2-on-1 assault on Velveteen by 2 guys who aren't even participants in this match are doing more of a brawl than the actual competitors. Chair overdose. Not gonna lie, the sight of Dexter Lumis hiding underneath the ring was a cool moment and a great way to even the playing field. This scene of Adam slowly crawling his way back to the ring feels about as long as the actual time length of this match. That wouldn't be a problem if we had at least 1 or 2 awesome moments that fired us up prior.
Panama Sunrise!
Oh my god! How the hell was that obvious Dream Valley driver a freaking Panama Sunrise? Come on, Bacho! A nearly blind Keith Lee is watching backstage and even he knows that wasn't a Panama Sunrise. Also, a ring full of chairs, and Velveteen decides to connect the Dream Valley driver on the one part of the ring that doesn't have any chairs. If only he hit the move on the chairs, we'd have a new NXT champion.
Adam Cole with a 2 count!
What? Holy shit! Now Bacho Ronaldo has confused the 2 apart? That was Velveteen Dream who got a 2 count, not Adam Cole. First the move and now the competitors? Well, I bet you feel like a fucking idiot for constantly taunting your opponent. You make Adam be a dick to your dreams. Gotta love D-Generation X and their comedy.
I'm going to make you feel something. Tick-tock.
Oh no! Karrion Kross is going to set up a TikTok account for Tommaso Ciampa! Run for your lives! I gotta tell ya, Karrion Kross might just be the next great horror wrestler here in the WWE. This entrance is absolutely frightening and I frickin' love it. Karrion Kross looks like a master at staring contest. Unfortunately, this is not a staring contest. This is a wrestling match.
Oh, and there's a big kick!
Jesus, Tommaso Ciampa may be the psycho killer, but from the way Karrion Kross is absorbing the damage, he just might be the new killer. Huh, that definitely sounds familiar. Honestly, I don't see what Randy Orton's problem is with this. This looks absolutely nothing like his version of the draping DDT on the ropes, so what's the issue?
Oh my god!
I got haunting flashbacks to when The Fiend murdered Finn Balor at SummerSlam when I saw this. Karrion Kross absolutely murdered Tommaso Ciampa tonight and it was awesome. Either that chick from Code Orange is high as fuck or she simply doesn't want to be at this event. Take your pick. Robert Stone and his creepy fetish for the N in NXT's logo. I'm just gonna stand over here and pretend not to notice.
Greatest competitors hoping to solidify their...
This entire promo package leading into tonight's main event was actually pretty cool. Not gonna lie, I got chills. That's how you make a women's match worthy of a main event. It absolutely sucks that the COVID-19 pandemic took place after Rhea Ripley got new pyrotechnics for her entrance. Hardly got a chance to show it out before it was taken away.
Charlotte has been in 66 championship matches.
Tom Phillips just said the sin for me. It's seriously time to let someone else other than Charlotte Flair get title matches.
NXT Women!
It was annoying enough when we could hear the bell quietly ring before loudly hearing it, and then more annoying when we can hear the entrance themes in the background at an off-sync pace. But now we can hear the ring announcer in the distance before she's loudly heard? Good God, what is wrong with the audio tonight? What's with all the smoke at the Performance Center? There wasn't any pyro or smoke machines that went off in the entrances. Is someone smoking pot in here? Matt Riddle, where are you? Charlotte Flair pulls the heel champion escapes the ring to allow the other challengers to fight each other cliche, and both Io Shirai and Rhea Ripley decide to roll with it. Wow. Dang, I'm surprised it took the entire night before a "this is my house" joke was used at an event called In Your House.
Kneeling for the queen.
Charlotte Flair is doing exactly what Johnny Gargano and Velveteen Dream did. That same scenario which caused them to lose their respective matches is exactly what causes Charlotte to lose her match. But what do you bet no one is going to learn from this at all?
Everybody do the flop.
Charlotte Flair taking it.
Honestly, this would have been a lot cooler if that was actual glass Charlotte threw Io Shirai into, but oh well.
Joe St. Judas.
Io Shirai with her defining moment off the top of a house roof. Now that's a first, but a first that's welcome.
When she defended the title against
These kendo stick shots have more brutality than anything we saw in that awful Backlot brawl half an hour ago, and that's just sad.
Io Shirai.
That was the smartest strategy ever, to hit the moonsault not on Charlotte, but on Rhea, knowing full well that Charlotte wouldn't break the pinfall in time. Congrats to the new champion.